Big respect to you, Loop. Former Prime Minister and Jamaica Labour Party leader Edward Seaga left, being greeted by former Prime Minister Andrew Holness at the party annual conference last year. Also pictured with Seaga's wife, Carla. Former Prime Minister Edward Seaga expressed gratitude to the government for the decision that has been taken to name the North-South Highway in his honor. Seaga, the country's fifth Prime Minister, said he was very thrilled because it's the highway joined together two of my most important and biggest development, and it only seemed logical. He added that I am also thrilled because the highway is so beautifully done, and I congratulate the builders for its construction and the Prime Minister for the renaming. Seaga also speak to the GIS News following the announcement by Prime Minister Andrew Holness for the renaming of the highway. At the rededication of the Bustamante Museum at Tuckers Avenue in St. Andrew on Thursday, the museum was the home of the national hero from 1942 to 1964. Holness, who officially opened the North-South Highway in 2016, said Cabinet gave approval for the naming last Monday to make the renaming possible. Holness said the move is being done for good reasons. Edward Seaga was responsible for the development of downtown Kingston. He also indicated the development and expansion of Ocho Rios as a tourism destination. The North-South Highway creates that link, so it is the only fitting, said Holness. Holness always indicate that Jamaica National Heritage Trust, that is the JNHT, is working on a project to create their monuments like the museum for all our leaders. He launched the work that was done by Cultured, Gender, Entertainment and Sport Minister Oliver Grange and her team to restore the Bustamante Museum. Maybe there's more news coming up, but I'm just sharing this update that I've seen. And here said that the renaming was done in honor to the fifth Prime Minister of Jamaica. But I still think it's the people's decision and not just the Parliament. It's the people's decision. Edward Seaga's done his share, that's true. The construction, as we realize, he was not in favor of it. In a further segment of a newscast, which I am looking at the moment, Edward Seaga Highway face objections. You know, there's a lot of things going on, and the people will not be stating their facts because they have not been given the chance to do it. They won't have an opinion from what I see, you know. And the government has just decided to do what they will without the people's opinion. They don't consult anybody. They just go ahead and do whatever they want to do. And I don't think that is fair to the Jamaican public. I don't think that's fair. You know, beautiful highway. I've never driven on it. Caused so many accidents, and still causing problems. Andrew Michael Holness. No, you cannot rename Portia's legacy in honor of Edward Seaga. That's what the news is saying here. Let me go into this piece of news that I've seen here. Just an update to what I am looking at. Government plan to rename a section of the North-South Highway in honor of the former Prime Minister Edward Seaga to provoke objection for some people during including members of the opposition People's National Party. Sorry about that. On Thursday, former Minister Andrew Holness announced that the section of the North-South Highway from Caymanas to St. Catherine to Miami Bay in St. Anne's is to be renamed the Edward Seaga Highway. Holness said the cabinet approved the name change on Monday, but he did not indicate when it will take place. While many have expressed support on the move to honor the former prime ministers, others have objected to the highway bearing Seaga name because, in their estimation, Seaga had opposed the highway initiated by P.J. Patterson-led PNP administrator. Sorry. Edward Seaga, Mr. Edward Philip George Seaga, vehemently object against Highway 2000 from its inception. Portia Simpson Miller worked assiduously to ensure the north-south leg of Highway 2000 that was complete in 2016. The creator of the petition said, urging people to sign the petition so Andrew Holness knows he cannot rename Portia Legacy to honor Edward Seaga. The petition, up to the publication time, had attracted 226 signatures. PNP councillor for the A's division and former mayor of Maypen, Skeen Barneswell, was among those who took to social media calling for the highway to be named after Simpson Miller, who served 2 terms as Prime Minister from 2016 of March to September 2007, and again from 2012 to 2016. North-South Highway to be named Edward Seaga Highway. With all due respect, the North-South Highway should be named after Portia Simpson Miller, he posted on Facebook. There's a long tradition in Jamaica of naming major roadway after former premier and prime ministers. They include Norman Manley, his son Michael Manley, Sir Alexander Bustamante, and now Seaga. In February, the corporate office of Petrojam Limited, located in Marcus Garvey Drive in Kingston, was officially named the Edward Seaga Building in honor of the country's 5th Prime Minister. Through the Petroleum Corporation of Jamaica, PCJ, Mr. Seaga shared the purchase of the Petrojam refinery from Esso, West Indies, in 1982. At the time, Prime Minister Holness said the government intended to identify another marker that would amplify the version that Mr. Seaga had for Jamaica as a founding father of the nation. We will find the appropriate marker, the symbol for your contribution to Jamaica, and make it your honor, he pledged. Energy Minister Dr. Andrew Wheatley, he initiated the move, thanks Seaga for his foresight decades ago when he was Prime Minister, in recognizing the importance of developing the country's energy security. Seaga served as Prime Minister between 1980 and 1989. I can see why they want to give him the highway. But we have to take another side of the coin and look at it. He opposed to it. He did not put his stamping on it. And to take another man's legacy and give to somebody else still doesn't sound right. But again, and I said it before, the Jamaican people are the ones to decide. He's like a legend in Jamaica among prime ministers. That may be true. But don't push the woman out. Do not do that. Mr. Andrew Holness, Your Honor, or Your Holiness, or whatever they want to call you. You said a legacy is a man's own. You yourself use words like these. Do not take what is not yours and give to someone else. There is a bumps coming back, and they call it a boomerang. Be careful. You might be prime minister today, but don't remember, there's a day when you will also be former prime minister. Thank you all for listening. If you like my review, don't be afraid to comment. But I'd love you to like, share, and subscribe. Give me a thumb up. Touch the notification bell down below. God bless.